Right, stop what you're doing and listen to this. There are certain cars you can buy brand new in Britain right now that will financially destroy you within 3 years. Not 10 years, not 5 years, 3 years. By the time you've owned them for 36 months, you'll have lost so much money that you'd have been better off lighting your cash on fire. And I'm not talking about depreciation alone. I'm talking about the total cost of ownership. Depreciation plus repairs plus running costs plus insurance, creating a perfect storm of financial destruction that leaves owners trapped in vehicles they can't afford to keep but can't afford to sell. See, I've spent the last 2 months analysing total cost of ownership data, talking to devastated owners who bought brand new cars 3 years ago, and working out exactly which models create the worst financial outcomes over that critical first 3-year period. And I found 5 specific cars where buying new in 2022 and owning until 2025 has created financial disasters. Cars where the total loss over 3 years exceeds what many people earn in a year. So hit that subscribe button right now, smash that like button, because what I'm about to reveal could save you from the worst financial decision of your life. And wait until you hear about number 2. One owner lost over 40 grand in 3 years. Let's crack on. Mitsubishi Outlander. Right then, let's start with a car that looks like sensible family transport. The Mitsubishi Outlander. 7 seats, practical, affordable when new. Japanese badge. Except 3 years of ownership reveals it's a financial disaster. I spoke to a car finance analyst in Manchester who tracks total cost of ownership. The Outlander is catastrophic over 3 years, he told me. Brutal depreciation combined with higher than expected running costs and repair bills creates one of the worst ownership experiences in the market. Here's the reality. A new Outlander in 2022 cost around 32 grand. 3 years later, in 2025, it's worth maybe 14 grand. That's 18 grand lost in depreciation alone. But it's not just depreciation. Insurance is expensive because Mitsubishi reliability perception is poor. Road tax is high because of emissions. Real-world fuel economy is disappointing. Low 30s miles per gallon despite being marketed as efficient. We had a customer who bought an Outlander new in 2022. The analyst explained, paid 31 grand. We've tracked his costs over 3 years. Depreciation 18 grand, insurance over 4 grand total, fuel costs over 8 grand, servicing and repairs over 3 grand. Total cost of ownership over 33 grand for 3 years. That's 11 grand a year just to own an Outlander. He could have leased a brand new premium car every year for less money. I spoke to an Outlander owner in Birmingham who's lived through this. Bought it new thinking it was sensible. He said, 7 seats, practical, affordable. 3 years later, I've lost nearly 20 grand between what I paid and what it's worth now. Plus spent thousands on running costs. He tried to trade it in. Best offer was 13 grand for a car he'd paid 31 grand for 3 years earlier. I'm trapped in negative equity, he told me. Owe more on the finance than the car's worth. Can't sell it without finding several grand to clear the difference. Stuck in a depreciating asset that's still costing me a fortune. The Outlander seems sensible new. 3 years later, it's financial ruin. Infiniti QX55. Now let's talk about a car that seems like interesting premium choice. The Infiniti QX55. Nissan's premium brand, coupe SUV styling, equipment packed. 3 years of ownership reveals it's catastrophic financially. I spoke to a car finance analyst in London who specializes in premium brands. The QX55 is one of the worst cars for total cost of ownership we've ever tracked, he told me. The depreciation is unprecedented. Combined with high running costs, owners are being absolutely destroyed. Here's the brutal reality. A new QX55 in 2022 cost around 55 grand. 3 years later, it's worth maybe 22 grand. That's 33 grand lost in depreciation, 60% depreciation in 3 years. But the running costs are equally brutal. Insurance is expensive because Infiniti is rare and parts are costly. Servicing is expensive because there are hardly any Infiniti dealers left. Real-world fuel economy is terrible, low 20s miles per gallon. We tracked a QX55 owner from purchase in 2022 to now, the analyst explained. Paid 54 grand new, current value 21 grand, depreciation 33 grand, insurance over 5 grand total, fuel over 9 grand, servicing and repairs over 4 grand, total cost of ownership over 51 grand for 3 years. That's 17 grand a year. To own a car that nobody's heard of and nobody wants. I spoke to a QX55 owner in Manchester who's devastated. Bought it new thinking I was getting Nissan quality with premium badge, he said. 3 years later, I've lost over 30 grand in depreciation alone. Tried to trade it in. Best offer was 19 grand for a car I paid 54 grand for. He's stuck. Can't sell it without taking a catastrophic loss. Can't afford to keep paying the running costs. I'm spending over £1,000 a month between finance and running costs on a car worth 20 grand, he told me. It's financial insanity. Should have bought a BMW or Mercedes. At least they hold value better. The QX55 seems interesting and different. 3 years later, owners are financially ruined. DS7 Crossback. Right, here's a car that seems like French premium choice. The DS7 Crossback. Stylish, luxurious, distinctive, packed with technology. 3 years of ownership creates financial catastrophe. I spoke to a car finance analyst in Birmingham who tracks French premium brands. The DS7 is financially disastrous, he told me. Nobody knows what DS is. Nobody wants them used. Depreciation is catastrophic and running costs are surprisingly high. The numbers are brutal. A new DS7 in 2022 cost around 45 grand. 3 years later, it's worth maybe 16 grand. That's 29 grand lost in depreciation. Nearly 65% depreciation. But here's what makes it worse. Repair costs. The DS7 is unreliable. The 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine has issues. The 8-speed automatic gearbox develops faults. The complex suspension system fails, all expensive to fix. We tracked a DS7 owner's costs, the analyst said. Purchase price 44 grand, 3-year value 15 grand, depreciation 29 grand, repairs and servicing over 5 grand, gearbox work, suspension repairs, various electrical faults. Insurance over 4 grand, fuel over 7 grand, total cost over 45 grand for 3 years. 15 grand a year to own a car nobody's heard of. I spoke to a DS7 owner in London who's been destroyed financially. Thought I was buying into French luxury, he said. 3 years later, the car's fallen apart and I've lost nearly 30 grand in depreciation, plus spent over 5 grand on repairs on a 3-year-old car. He tried to sell it. Advertised for 2 months. No serious interest. Eventually accepted 17 grand from a dealer, he told me. Lost 27 grand in 3 years, plus all the running costs. Worst financial decision I've ever made. The DS7 seems premium and distinctive. 3 years later, owners are financially devastated. Stop. Listen to this carefully. We've just covered 3 cars that are financially ruined after 3 years. Mitsubishi Outlanders losing 18 grand plus massive running costs. Infiniti QX55S losing 33 grand with 17 grand per year ownership costs. DS7 Crossbacks losing 29 grand plus 5 grand in repairs. And we've got 2 more to go. And the financial destruction is even worse. The next 2 cars represent the absolute pinnacle of financial disaster over 3 years. We're talking about vehicles where the total cost of ownership is so catastrophic that owners would have been genuinely better off leasing premium cars or even burning their money. If this video is saving you from financial ruin, smash that like button right now. And make sure you're subscribed because I'm exposing total cost of ownership disasters every week. Right, 2 more 3-year financial catastrophes. These will shock you. Maserati Grecale. Right then, the Maserati Grecale, Italian luxury SUV, Trident badge, premium positioning, exotic appeal. 3 years of ownership creates the second worst financial outcome possible. I spoke to a car finance analyst in London who specializes in exotic brands. The Grecale is a financial catastrophe, he told me. Catastrophic depreciation, astronomical running costs, terrible reliability requiring expensive repairs. Owners are being absolutely destroyed financially. The numbers are genuinely shocking. A new Grecale in 2022 cost around 65 grand for a base model, up to 85 grand for higher specs. 3 years later, they're worth maybe 28 to 35 grand. That's 35 to 50 grand lost in depreciation alone. But the running costs are equally catastrophic. Insurance is massive, 4 to 5 grand a year. Servicing at Maserati dealers is obscenely expensive, over 2 grand for a major service. Real-world fuel economy is terrible, low 20s miles per gallon. Road tax is high. We tracked a Grecale owner from new purchase, the analyst explained, paid 72 grand in 2022. Current value, 32 grand. Depreciation, 40 grand. But that's just the start. Insurance 3 years totaled over 13 grand. Servicing over 6 grand. 2 major services at eye-watering Maserati prices. Repairs over 7 grand. Electrical faults, suspension issues, gearbox problems. Fuel over 9 grand. Total cost of ownership over 75 grand for 3 years. That's 25 grand a year to own a car that's worth 32 grand. I spoke to a Grecale owner in Birmingham who's lived through this financial nightmare. Bought it as my dream car, he said. Paid 69 grand new. 3 years later, it's been a disaster. The car's been unreliable, constantly in the workshop. The depreciation is shocking, worth maybe 30 grand now. I've lost nearly 40 grand in value, plus spent a fortune on repairs and running costs. He calculated his total cost. Over 70 grand in 3 years. I could have leased a brand new Porsche Cayenne every single year for 3 years and spent less money, he told me. Instead, I bought a Grecale that's destroyed me financially. I'll never buy Maserati again. He's trying to sell it. The market's flooded with Grecales because everyone's trying to get out. Best offer I've got is 28 grand, he said. I owe 36 grand on the finance. I need to find 8 grand just to sell a car I paid 69 grand for 3 years ago. I'm trapped. The Grecale seems exotic and exciting. 3 years later, owners are financially ruined. Range Rover Velar. Right, we've reached number 1. And this is the car that creates the worst financial outcome after 3 years of ownership. The Range Rover Velar. British luxury SUV, stunning styling, Range Rover prestige, premium positioning. Seems like the ultimate aspirational purchase. 3 years later, owners are facing the most catastrophic financial losses imaginable. I spoke to a car finance analyst in Manchester who specialises in premium SUVs. The Velar is the single worst car for total cost of ownership we've ever tracked, he told me. Catastrophic depreciation, astronomical running costs, terrible reliability requiring constant expensive repairs. It's a perfect storm of financial destruction. The numbers are genuinely shocking. A new Velar in 2022 cost anywhere from 60 to 95 grand depending on spec. 3 years later, they're worth maybe 25 to 40 grand. That's 35 to 55 grand lost in depreciation. Some high-spec models have lost over 60% of their value, but the depreciation is just the beginning. Insurance is astronomical, 5 to 7 grand a year because of theft rates. Servicing at Land Rover dealers is obscenely expensive, over 2.5 grand for a major service. Repairs are constant and eye-wateringly expensive. Air suspension failures, electrical gremlins, engine issues, gearbox problems. We tracked a Velar owner's total cost over 3 years, the analyst said. Purchase price 87 grand in 2022 for a well-spec'd model. Current value 34 grand. Depreciation 53 grand. Insurance 3 years totaled over 18 grand. Theft rates made it uninsurable at normal prices. Servicing over 7 grand. 3 services at Land Rover prices. Repairs over 11 grand. Air suspension replaced twice. Gearbox repaired. Multiple electrical faults. Engine issues, fuel over 10 grand, total cost of ownership 99 grand for 3 years. That's 33 grand a year to own a car that's now worth 34 grand. I spoke to a Velar owner in London who's been absolutely destroyed financially. Bought it new in 2022 for 84 grand, he said. Dream car, ultimate expression of success. 3 years later, it's been the worst financial decision of my life. The car's been unreliable from the start. Air suspension failed at 18,000 miles. Replaced under warranty, failed again at 45,000 miles. Out of warranty, over 4 grand to fix. Then the gearbox started acting up, he said. Land Rover wanted over 5 grand to repair it. Then various electrical faults. Then the infotainment system crashed. Every single problem cost thousands to fix. But the depreciation is what really destroyed him. Paid 84 grand. 3 years later, best trade-in offer is 32 grand. I've lost 52 grand in value. Plus spent over 12 grand on repairs out of warranty. Plus insurance has been 6 grand a year because of theft rates. His total cost? Over 95 grand for 3 years. I could have leased 3 brand new Range Rover Velars over 3 years and spent less money than I've lost owning one, he told me. I could have bought a new car every single year and come out ahead. Instead, I bought one Velar that's destroyed me financially. He's trapped in negative equity. Owes 47 grand on the finance, car's worth 32 grand. Needs to find 15 grand to sell it. I'm stuck, he he said. Can't afford to keep it. The running costs and repairs are killing me. Can't afford to sell it. I don't have 15 grand to clear the finance. Trapped in a depreciating asset that costs me thousands every month. The analyst was clear. The Velar makes this list at number 1 because the total financial destruction over 3 years is worse than any other car we've tracked. Buyers pay 80 to 90 grand for a car that's worth 30 to 35 grand 3 years later. That depreciation alone is catastrophic. But add in insurance costs driven by theft rates, astronomical servicing costs, constant expensive repairs, and terrible fuel economy, the total cost of ownership exceeds 100 grand in many cases, for a car that's worth 30 grand. The Range Rover Velar seems like the ultimate aspirational purchase. 3 years later, it's the ultimate financial catastrophe. Right then, let's recap what we've learned today, shall we? We've covered 5 cars that are financially ruined after 3 years of ownership. Number 5, Mitsubishi Outlander. 18 grand depreciation, 33 grand total cost, 11 grand per year. Number 4, Infiniti QX55. 33 grand depreciation, 51 grand total cost, 17 grand per year. Number 3, DS7 Crossback. 29 grand depreciation, 45 grand total cost, 15 grand per year. Number 2, Maserati Grecale. 40 grand depreciation, 75 grand total cost, 25 grand per year. Number 1, Range Rover Velar. 53 grand depreciation, 99 grand total cost, 33 grand per year. The pattern here is crystal clear. These cars seem aspirational, sensible, or interesting when you buy them new. 3 years later, they've created financial disasters through catastrophic depreciation combined with astronomical running costs and expensive repairs. How many of you bought a car new thinking it was sensible only to be destroyed financially? Let me know in the comments. And please share this video with anyone considering buying any of these models new. If you found this useful, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell because I'm exposing total cost of ownership disasters every single week. And seriously, never buy a car new without understanding the total cost of ownership over 3 years. Because as we've seen today, the purchase price is just the entry fee. The real costs come from depreciation, insurance, repairs, and running costs that create financial destruction. Right then, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and remember, buying new can be the most expensive way to own a car. Lease, buy used, or choose carefully, but never assume new means financially sensible. See you next time. Cheers!